Hello, and welcome to another edition of Chequamegon Chat here at the Chequamegon Veterans Center. As always, my name is Jason Jancic, and I'm the Post Commander for VFW Post 690.
And I'm Walter Gursky, Vice Commander, Sons of the American Legion, Squadron 90.
We're here to talk about a special program in our Northwoods area. As currently Chequamegon Veterans this summer is holding our what is starting to become our annual fundraisers. Our Brat Fries that we host at the Taste of Wisconsin parking lot. Every year we pick a charity to send our proceeds to from our fundraisers. This year we had selected a nonprofit, Camp Benesi, that's located right here in the Northwoods of Wisconsin.
Yes, and we have our special guest here. This is Linda Dunbar, and she's got a few things to tell us about Camp Benesi.
Bonjour. My name is Linda Dunbar, and I'm a Gold Star mom. My son was killed in Syria in 2018, killed in action. And since that time, one of the things that really helped us through our time of grief was when my son was killed. So many veterans showed up that didn't even know my son and showed up to support us. And because of some of the paperwork, and because my husband and I were married traditionally, he was not allowed to travel with me to welcome my son home from Dover Air Force Base. Was not included in the Arlington and Fort Bragg military services for my son. And so all these veterans got together and they fundraised so that our family could travel together and be together during these times. And it was not only that, but it was just veterans just stopping in to see how we were doing, offering support. And my son truly believed in giving back. In his time of service, he was there for many fallen soldiers and their families, reaching out to the family members, taking time for those kids and taking them on trips and those kinds of things. And that's who my son was always about giving back. And that was kind of like the seed that was planted for Camp Benesi. I met with Rick Peterson, who was the chairman in Red Cliff at the time. He was also a co-worker of mine earlier, and we would meet. He was one of the first veterans at our house the morning after my son was killed. And we started talking about when my son would come home here on Lake Superior, and how he would spend time out on the lake, and how it really refreshed him and rejuvenated him, and how really wanting to give that back. So we started talking about how to do that, and that's how Camp Benesi started. Camp Benesi, Benesi is in our language, in the Ojibwe language, it represents Thunderbird. My son's name was Wabishke Benesi, White Thunderbird. And when my son was 9 years old, he was sent out on a vision quest. And on that vision quest, he was told he would be a great warrior. And we truly believed he fulfilled his mission here in this world. And we truly believe that my son this is all spirit-led, and that we started meeting and discussing on how we could do this camp. And we wanted to offer it to veterans, active duty, and Gold Star families, so that they could come and experience what my son experienced here on this land and on Lake Superior. And so 3 years ago, we held our first camp. It was one Gold Star family, and several veterans from all over the United States came and participated. And what we offer is an opportunity for our veterans and our Gold Star families in active duty, is a place to just come and be, where they can go fishing, kayaking, canoeing, golfing for some of those that golf. So we provide all those activities. We have kind of like an agenda that we have things scheduled, and for each day that they're here. And so they can sign up, because not everybody wants to golf and not everybody wants to kayak. So we have a list of activities. Then once we get that list, then we start calling around and getting those things set up for that camp period. We pay for all their flights. Most of them are from all over the United States that are coming. So we pay for their flights. We pay for their accommodations while they're here. We have a lot of volunteers. Like my grandson takes time off from his job and comes and cooks for the camp. So he's there making breakfast, lunch, and dinner for our participants. We have other veterans from our area that volunteer to help out with different activities. This year we have a host for each family because we have a younger crowd this year. We have a lot of families with younger kids, so we have certified volunteers that do babysitting they're teenagers. We have a host for each family that knows the area, that can give the history and know like if there's an emergency where the hospitals are and those kinds of things. So that's our plan. So we start camp on Sunday. We are headed to Duluth to pick them up at the airport. We have two van loads. We have a group coming in the morning and then a group in the afternoon, and then we meet Sunday night for dinner and introductions and those kinds of things, and then we jump right into our week of
how large of a group do we have coming in this year?
We have 27 participants that are coming. We have 4 Gold Star families coming in, and we have 3 veteran families coming in this year.
Wow, so that's all in that Apostle Islands area up along the Bayfield Peninsula there.
Yeah, we did. We worked with Bayfield and with the different places where they have condos. So each one is going to be staying in a condo with family, because we don't want to put them in a hotel with 3 kids, right? Yeah. So we got each of them a condo for their time here, and it also gives them some time to just be a family, So we have them set up in condos in Bayfield, and then all the activities are pretty much in the Bayfield area, like the Apostle Islands, and we're going to Madeline Island, and they're going to be doing kayaking, and we're going to be golfing up on, I don't know what the golf course is up there.
Yeah, Apostle View.
Yeah, it's a beautiful golf course because you can see the
yeah, I think it's the Apostle View golf course and stuff. And you have Camp Benesi is it's all run with volunteers, correct?
Yeah, we're all volunteers. We all just everyone that's working there this next coming week, we've all taken time off from our regular jobs. We will be staying actually right over in Bayfield. So because we start early at 6 and go until 8 or 9 at night, so we're right there in Bayfield staying this time. So I think we have 15 volunteers that have taken time off from work to be there, and then we have some regulars, like some of the veterans from the VFW have offered to help out wherever we need. They did that last year. We had a lot of the different people just show up and say, how can I help out? We also have the American Legion Women Post 25, where I'm a member of. We're doing a fish fry, and they're coming over and they're bringing all the side dishes, and so they're going to be serving the guests on, I think that's Wednesday evening we're doing that. So, and then we have some entertainment coming in. We have a lady from Ontario who years ago walked around Lake Superior, so she's going to come and share her story of that walk, and also the connection in our culture to Lake Superior. And then we have Frank Montano is going to be playing his flute and sharing stories.
So what are some of the families and veterans that come to Camp Benesi? What are some of the activities that they would be looking forward to?
Well, we have scheduled golf, kayaking, canoeing. We're going on Madeline Island tour. We're going to go see the museum and the memorial, the Veterans Memorial. We're going to have Robert Goslin, who is a historian of our of the land of the Ojibwe. He's going to do a presentation. We have spa day. We have a whole afternoon planned for just having the families out on the beach and exploring the beach. So we do, they can pick different activities that they may be interested in. So we have hiking, going on some of the trails available if that's what they want to do. We have a tour of the orchards. So there's a whole variety of things available to them. So they have, my daughter has over the past few months working with these families and finding what, what they want to do. So we have a list of who's going where and what, and have it all set up for them when they arrive.
Okay. How are you, what about like some of the meals and stuff? I know you talked about cooking, and we had mentioned earlier, like you said the Legion Auxiliary from Modena is doing a fish fry for them.
Yeah, we're the Women's Auxiliary is going to be preparing the meal and serving it to our guests. We have our board has all taken time off from work to volunteer to help out. So we all have kind of where we're going to do what we're going to do, and we have other volunteers. So we've kind of worked out a schedule on who's going to be where and who's going to do what. My grandson has taken time off from work. He's a chef, so he's going to be preparing all the meals. He's an excellent cook, so they will get fed very well.
Good. Well, it wouldn't be like the Legion fish fry. It wouldn't be a trip to Wisconsin without a fish fry.
That's right.
And stuff like that. What about like in the Bayfield community and stuff like that? Has there been any partnerships with any of the businesses or anything, or?
Yeah, both Bayfield, Ashland, and even Hayward has been very supportive. We're able to get discounts on some of our outings. We've been able, the communities, the businesses have made donations for our raffles, those kinds of things. They're very supportive. Some businesses have even donated financially toward our camp, and so we really appreciate the support that we have in this area from all the businesses and the communities themselves, stepping up and volunteering, asking how they can help out. It's been phenomenal.
It's a very generous area, we know that too, so and stuff like that. Well, we're hoping that you have a really successful camp this year, and we're very proud that we're able to help out, and hope that the little bit we raise at our Brat Fries can help you out at all.
Yeah, so if anyone else was interested in learning some more detail, you want to share just some social media and things like that you guys have?
Well, we do have brochures. We're working on updating them. On our brochure is our address, Camp Benesi, P.O. Box 655, Bayfield, Wisconsin, 54814. We also have a website called campbenesi.org, and we also have Facebook. So just type in Camp Benesi and it'll come up, and it shares the how our camp was originated, some of what we've been doing, and what our future is looking like. And our long-term goal is to have more camps. We're hoping to purchase land base where we can provide more camps, because we have a huge interest, because we provide this camp for anyone in the United States to come.
Well, that's interesting, and it sounds like a incredible place to decompress, because there's so much from military service that stayed with people, and obviously it extends to the families too, because the families get a lot of the stress too from the service members. So we really appreciate you coming in. We wish you luck at this upcoming camp for this year and in years future. So for everyone, just a reminder that this coming Saturday, July 29th, is our second of 3 Brat Fry Fundraisers for Chequamegon veterans. We'll be at the Taste of Wisconsin parking lot here in Ashland, right at the intersection of US 2 and Vaughan Avenue. Stop by, buy a brat, and 100% of the proceeds this year go to Camp Benesi, because they're funding the airlines, the hotel and the condos, all the food, and we'll have a third fundraiser Labor Day weekend for this year. So thank you again for tuning in. I don't know if we have any other updates for anything. Do you guys have a date? Do the Sons have a date for their ice cream fundraiser yet?
Not yet. That'll be coming sometime in the next week after our meeting.
Okay, so keep an eye out on our social medias for that, for the Sons of the American Legion ice cream fundraiser. So other than that, enjoy this beautiful summer weather and get out there and enjoy our beautiful Northwoods. Thank you very much.